All right, everyone, welcome to Bitcoin Billionaire. I'm very excited to share with you guys tonight how to turn 100x, $1,000 into 100,000, actually even $1 million. So welcome everybody to Bitcoin Billionaire. How to 100x without losing money plus free money. Join Bitcoin Billionaire. Okay, it's a little intro for you. Welcome everybody, very excited to be here. Are you guys excited? Welcome everyone, good to see you again. Welcome, 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 good to see you. Okay, so I'm very excited. So I will be sharing with you guys some of my own secrets of how I become a millionaire and continue to grow my wealth and multiply. And it doesn't matter if you have $100, $1 million, or $1 billion. The principles will be very close regardless if you're just starting out or you're trying to get all the way to the top. So very excited to be here with you guys. You guys excited? Hopefully the sound is nice and clear. How's the sound? Put a 1 if the sound is good. I think I see the sound needs to be adjusted just a little bit here. Okay, great. Welcome everybody. Thank you. Welcome guys. Bless you too. Hey man, welcome. Okay, let's jump. I've got a presentation for you tonight. So I'm going to use a PowerPoint and here it is. So how to 100x Bitcoin, 1,000 into 100K. Okay, welcome. So let's jump into it. Please subscribe to the channel. If you're brand new, make sure to subscribe. Put the notification bell on so you don't miss when I go live, especially when I give free money and especially when there's an emergency and I let you know that something is changing with Bitcoin or cryptocurrency, altcoins, whatever you want to call it, okay? And our next giveaway, in case you missed it, I got a lot of comments. Good evening. I got a lot of comments. Oh, I missed the $60. Oh my God. I'm good. I'm in a beautiful state. Thank you for asking. The sound is good. Great. And so don't miss the next one. Go to you can go to the YouTube channel and make sure you don't miss it. If you go to the YouTube, you can go there and click reminder on. Okay. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. Okay. And put the notifications on. Okay, so just want to mention that because I know some of you missed it. All right, so welcome everybody. 3 secrets to 100x your Bitcoin. Yeah, already subscribed. Great. Welcome to the family, Bitcoin family. Hello, Dave. Welcome back. Okay, 3 secrets. Number 1, 80% of trading is mindset. Yesterday in our group, right, we were talking in the chat group. We were talking about that. If you are not in a group yet, somebody maybe can share the link. Let's see. We have a group. It's a Telegram group. I will share in details later, or if somebody can put the link for me, that would be great. Okay. Number 2, the law of compounding. Okay. I know some of you are already familiar with that, but let me show you what I have in mind. It might be different than what you already know, but listen, at the end of the day, you're not going to get 100x if you're not compounding. Okay. I will go through that very quickly, but it is important. And 5 ways to speed up your plan. Okay, that's what we're talking about tonight. Yeah, on the website. What do you mean by that? Okay, I'm not sure what you mean when you say that, but yeah, I will look into that, okay? I'll look into that. Make it smaller so we could see what you're saying. Okay. Okay, guys, welcome. Let's jump into it. Secret 1, 80% of trading is mindset. Listen, yesterday in the Telegram group, which I wish I could share in the... Let me do that while I'm online. I don't want to slow things down, but do want to share with you. And I don't even know how to do that. So I'll do it later. But if you want to be rich, you have to think like rich people, okay? And your money situation is always equal to your thinking. Before I did the Bitcoin Billionaire, I did a lot of coaching. I coached entrepreneurs to build successful businesses. And this is always the case. You never go as far as what your thinking cause you, because thoughts are the cause of your life. And the wealth is a reflection of your thoughts. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? Like, you have to really make sure your thoughts are right around trading. You have to think like the billionaires, think like the millionaires, so that you can grow your wealth. Does that make sense, guys? Yeah, please somebody share the link with him so he can join that group, yeah? Okay, and so as I said yesterday in the Telegram group, if you want to be rich, think like rich people. Study success. A lot of great YouTube. I was putting the link in watching The Secret. I don't care if you've seen it. Watch it again, okay? Number two, you have to start thinking like, what's the difference between them and me? Like, if I'm richer than you, then what makes Michael different? Is it because he's born in a different country? Is it, I think you don't want to look at the environmental things. You want to learn like, what's the difference in their thinking, okay? That's what we want to look at, because I guarantee you there is a difference, right? And yesterday in the Telegram group, I was mentioning that rich means being grateful. I'm not talking about like money, but one of the problems I find when I'm coaching people is this idea that people think they're poor. Like, if you think you're poor, you're attracting poverty into your life. Does that make sense? Like, you shouldn't be thinking that you're poor at any given time. And so the idea that you are thinking you're poor, you're attracting poverty. So one of the turning points in my life, because I wasn't always rich as I am now, right, guys? Like, I was quite poor at one point. I had $10 in my pocket and I wasn't going anywhere. And I thought I was, a loser in a way. I never thought that far, but I didn't feel like I was a winner. I didn't feel like I was rich. But see, I got a coach. And my coach taught me that, listen, success is built on success. If you believe you're already successful, regardless of your financial condition, then you can build on that. But if you think I'm not successful, then you're already kind of lost the game here. I don't care you invest in crypto. Mindset's got to be right. You guys agree with that? Right? So rich means being grateful. Guys, all of you should feel like you're rich. All of you should feel like you're already successful. You don't need to achieve something to feel that way, because we're talking about a feeling. We're talking about abundance inside. When your inside is right, your outside will be right. You guys would agree on that too, I hope. Right? And the other thing is, I always tell people your wealth is a mirror of your belief. Yesterday, I was talking to somebody on the Telegram group, and we had an interesting conversation because I suggested that he have some new belief, and there was some resistance there. I could feel it. I can see him. I could only read the text, which is a small part of the communication, but still I could see some insight. That I asked him, did you join this group to validate your limiting belief, or did you join this group so you can let go of your limiting belief and get an insight into your life about how you need to believe and think differently than you did before? Because we have about 30 to 50,000 thoughts a day, but the problem is people keep thinking the same thoughts over and over again. You want to have a different life, you need to make sure that you really do change your way of thinking, right? So change your thoughts, change your life. That's the big ideal there. Yeah, you can't post it, Dave. Okay. I don't want to lose the momentum, but at the end of this live, okay, stay till the end. At the end of this live, I will find the link and post it on the chat, okay? So all of you can have it. And then after that, I will edit the video and I will put the link in the description, so you can go in the description after, because this is live right now, right? Okay, so we're live. Hello. This is not a pre-recorded like session. I know some people do that. It seems like they're live, but actually, did you know that you can upload a recorded like session and go live on like YouTube, but you're not really live? I'm live, and you know I'm live because I'm saying, hey man, I'm here. So, okay. Anyway, want to talk about that. Guys, let go of your limiting belief. Join the Telegram group, where I'm very involved once a day, and I give you insight. And if I challenge your limiting belief, you shouldn't defend it. You should say, think about it. Just spend 3 minutes just thinking about what I said before you react on what I said, because a lot of our breakthroughs doesn't come right away when somebody says something to you. It comes from thinking about what they said. Slow down a little bit, right? Don't be too quick to react, right? So, because your bank account is a reflection of your beliefs. And please feel free to leave comments. My channel, we are very open. We don't delete negative comments, but we do delete advertising, okay, or scams, because some people have tried to use the logo of Bitcoin Billionaire and send messages to some people. So anyway, but I welcome anybody to challenge me on this. I've taught this to over 1 million people on how to change your mindset as a coach. But anyway, I didn't come here to coach you. I'm just like sharing with you like what I see. The problem is like you can't be a Bitcoin millionaire or billionaire if you don't have the mindset right. Number 4, no one can be rich if they have fear. Listen, I want to talk about fear, but I've talked about it already, right? We have one of our past live. If you remember, you should go watch it. If you haven't watched it, called the limbic, avoid the limbic brain when you're trading cryptocurrency, because what happens is that in fear, people are selling their Bitcoin. They bought high, it went down, they're afraid, and it keeps going down, right? So they panic, they go in a fight or flight mode in the limbic system part of the brain, then they sell their Bitcoin. Listen, my account went down too. I sold some of my Bitcoin, but I still had some. So I'm in a loss for some of my trades that I've made right now, but I don't really lose it if I don't sell it. But if I sell it and the price goes up, shit, now I lost because I got to buy it back at a higher price. No, keep your Bitcoin, okay? And buy more. That's what I'm doing right now, okay? Anyway, hope that makes sense to you. I am trying to read your comments as I'm going there. Well, I will talk about that. It doesn't matter where you're starting from. Remember that thoughts are cause. If you think you cannot, then you cannot, right? So one of the questions that you want to ask when you have a limiting belief is that limiting belief really true? And a lot of times it's just not true, okay? So you want to challenge yourself. Don't stay stuck in your thoughts if your thoughts don't make you money. Because one of the big ideas is you are paid to think. Thinking is the highest paid career in the world. And trading is about thinking, not just about all the rules of like trading, but you are paid to think, guys, right? So let's go back to my presentation here. You can't trade from fear. You got to be in a beautiful state, right? As I always say, live in a beautiful state. Don't live in a suffering state. And fear is a suffering state. And intelligence goes down, okay? You can check out, and you must feel you deserve to be rich. You know, there's a lot, and I put the movie, The like Secret there, but that's a different point. You know, like if you don't feel you deserve to be rich, that certainly could be part of the problem. Like, do you feel you deserve, like, that's my money, man. You know, I deserve to be rich. I don't deserve to be poor. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really got to feel that way, right? Yeah. So yeah, go on my YouTube channel to take a look at that. Yes, Bitcoin will change your life. Okay, can you give a quick tip about bots and margin trades? Well, maybe not right in the middle of my presentation, but let's go back to the point though. You have to get the mindset right first, remember. So you must feel you deserve to be rich. So maybe you can think of like every day, why do I deserve to be rich? What are 10 reasons? There's a guy who is a gambler and he goes and he's a professional poker player. You can look at that for finding out, but he's a professional poker player and he has on his bathroom mirror 10 reasons why he deserves to be the like winner, why he deserves to be rich. So that ideal that like, do you feel in your heart and your mind and your soul that you deserve to be rich? Because you're not going to be rich if some conflict inside of you, right? So just think about that. Okay, number 6, you got to program your subconscious mind, right? There is a secret ingredient. There's no doubt about it. If your subconscious mind has been programmed, and when you're a little child, your parents say, money don't grow on trees, you know, or you have to work hard to make a lot of money, whatever it is, if you have some bad programming in your mind, then you're not going to be able to achieve wealth. So you've got to, because 90% of everything that you and I do is controlled by the subconscious mind. And 10% is controlled by the conscious mind. So I like to think of it this way. Your subconscious mind is 10,000 times more powerful than your conscious mind. So as every day you should program your brain, watch YouTube like channel, watch, you know, do affirmations, you know, listen to positive stuff, input, output. Because if all you see in the world is poverty and problems and you news and you put that in your brain, that affects your subconscious mind. You want to put input, output. So remember that part of what makes me different, right? Then if I'm richer than you, is the programming. For sure, I do a lot of programming every day. I do affirmations, I do incantation, I visualize my goals. I listen to only positive stuff. I don't have negative friends. I only have positive friends. And if they're negative, I try to help them. If I can't, then they can't be my friend. You know, that's all it is. You know, it's no big deal. But I want to make sure that I feed my brain positive things, okay? Well, we can't see the link for some reason, but I understand. Yeah. Good. I feel that that's a big point, okay? All right. And you got to have a dream. This is one of my dream right here. I visualize living in a boat at some point. Right now, I live in a very beautiful mansion, okay? In Thailand, right behind me. I don't know, you probably can't see it, but it's right behind me. I'm in my pool house. And right behind me is my beautiful house. It's very big. It's like a huge mansion. I've got 3 luxury cars. I live an incredible life. But if you ask me like, okay, you know, like at this point, what I have now is a dream. But you always need a new dream because it's very easy for me to just retire and that's it. But if I want to get this boat, then I need to make more money. And that's just the point, right? So always have a dream. Always have something you're moving towards. Instead of just focus on, I don't have money, I need to like survive. That's not good. You know, there's a difference between focusing on surviving instead of designing your dream life. So have a dream life. Watch YouTube videos on what you want, whether it's a car or a house or luxury traveling or whatever it is. I don't know what excites you, but I'm telling you guys, this is all part of it. And a lot of people don't do that and they wonder why they're not rich because you don't want it bad enough. How badly, let me ask you this, guys. How badly do you want to be rich? Like, do you really want to be rich? Are you serious about being rich? How many of you are really serious? Like, you're willing to do whatever it takes, no excuses, because a lot of people make stories. I can't be rich because I don't have time. I don't have enough money. I don't know the right people. There's no jobs. These are all stories and excuses. And there's 2 kinds of people in the world. There's a person who does whatever it takes, and there's a person who makes stories and they make excuses. So how many of you are willing to do whatever it takes? Like if I was going to ask you like 1 to 10, how committed are you to being rich? Who's a 10? Put in a comment that you're a 10 if you're absolutely committed to do whatever it takes. No excuses. Because, you know, when I coach people I coach a lot of people to go from broke to millionaire. And I was asking that, like I said, I don't coach people who are going to make bullshit stories to me why they can't do it. Because you're just trying to convince yourself you can't. And my job is to convince you can. I don't deny that some people have disadvantages and some have advantages. But all I'm saying is if you keep believing your story why you can't have what you want, then, hey, listen, then you're manifesting your world through your story, through your excuses, instead of stepping up and saying, I will do whatever it takes. Nothing's going to stop me. I am committed because I think you need to really work on your mindset every day, not just watch this YouTube once, but you really got to work on it every day. Okay, let's go to secret 2, the law of compounding. You know, Michael Saylor, very popular guy in the Bitcoin community. I heard him say this a few times. I don't know where he got that number from, but he says Bitcoin is going to give you 200% return every year. I don't know where he came up with that number because the maths doesn't add up, but let's say he's right and you can get 200%, right? So that's better than almost any other asset investment, whether it's stock, real estate, or whatever you want to call it. So let's start with a basic plan. Stay till the end for the better plan, okay? Because there is a better plan I'm going to share with you. But I want to start with a basic idea. But first, understand this, that Albert Einstein said compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it. He who doesn't pays it. And it took me a very long time to understand how powerful the law of compounding is. And if you're a newbie, hopefully you get this one right. Because if I was going to give you an option to give you 10,000 US now, or option number 2, you can double a penny for 30 days. Which would you choose? Right? Would you want a 10,000 now, or would you choose double a penny for 30 days? Put in the comment. So put 10K or double or penny for 30 days. Okay, so I know what you're thinking. Because not everybody gets how important the law of compounding is, guys. Think about that, right? Because a lot of people are tempted by short-term trading. I know, because I coach, I have my own group, and I coach people to how to invest in Bitcoin. And the problem that I see is that it's a lot of short-term thinking here. It's just like, what can I make this month, right? Like they're not thinking like, where am I going to be 5 years from now? And so, yeah, see already one person who chose 10K. So there's a problem there. Like you're not going to be a millionaire if you choose the 10K. Those who said double did like Penny, you're on the right track. Okay. And this is, yeah, I understand that you need 10K right now. Oh my God, you need it. Like a lot of people say that, right? I need $10 right now, right? But it's very important that you get that. And I was watching a lot of YouTube channels on crypto and no one's really teaching that. So I'm going to just quickly go through it. It's very basic, but I'm telling you, you want to be rich? Listen to me, okay? If you're going to double, it doesn't seem like a lot at first because it's a penny, right? So you go 16, 32 cents, 64, $1, $2, $5, $10. It's boring. That's the problem with the law of compounding, guys. It's freaking boring. Look at that. Oh, big deal. I'm going to go from $40 to $80. Isn't that boring? Right? It's so boring. And that's the problem when you're starting. And somebody said to me, they said, Michael, how do I make a lot of money if I'm starting with small amount? Well, that's a problem because when you look at this, it's shit. It's boring when you're watching this. Like, what am I going to do? Turn 163 into like 327? Like, no one's going to get freaking excited about that. You know what I'm saying? But what I want you to understand, and I didn't understand that at first, even 1,000 and 2K gets a little bit better, right? 2,600 and 5,000, right? 10,000 into 20,000. Guys, you got to ask the right question first. How do I get rich, right? How do I get rich? Okay, and I'm telling you the secret now because if you don't have 20,000 to your name right now, and you're all the way down here on the left side, you better listen to me very, very carefully because the rich doesn't get rich by trading. The rich gets rich by keeping their money and making sure that their money uses the law of compounding. Look at that. 83,000. Imagine you have 83,000. Bitcoin doubles and you're 167,000. How do you feel? Or maybe you're at 167,000 right now. If Bitcoin doubles in price, now you're at 335. How does that feel? Or maybe you're at 335,000 and you got altcoins and Bitcoin, whatever, and it goes to 671. Is that does that going to make you feel like different? And you do that in a couple of months or 3 months. I wonder how that feels. Or 671 to 1.3 million. Oh, now it's different. But if you go back 1 penny to 2 penny, this seems like shit, right? But when you go from 1 million to 2.6 million, hey, imagine how fast you just made 1.3 million in a few months. Bitcoin can do that, but you don't get excited when you got freaking $10 in your bank account. You don't get excited when you got $40 in the Bitcoin like trading. You think, why am I doing this? What's the point? Because you got to focus on the long term. Because when you turn 2.6 and 5 million, trust me, that will feel better than anything you've ever experienced. And it's hard for newbies to see this because it seems so slow. But Bitcoin makes it possible. Bitcoin makes it possible, right? So if you've invested just $1,000 in Bitcoin in 2016, you would have made 10,000%. That's 104,000 profit. Okay, so that's a simple plan there. And a lot of people think I'm too late. You're not too late. Bitcoin is not even close to where we're going. Let's say that Michael Saylor, 200% is wrong, and you had 99%. Okay, and you invested $1,000. Do you realize that in 10 years, you would have actually $1 million, almost 1 million. If you just put $1,000 today, 10 years from now, you already have 970, almost $1 million. And don't ask me, how do I do this? Guys, think long term. If you cannot think long term, you will not be a millionaire. I promise you. Okay, I've seen this too much, where people are trying to they're using leverage. They're trying to grow too fast. They're not patient. And I don't think they're going to be a millionaire. Like I said in the beginning, do you have the right mindset? Right? Yeah, there's a time for like leverage, and I will talk about that, right? Yeah, even that. How do you feel? What if you double 10K for a month, right? That's pretty good. But you don't want to risk it. If you lose your 10K, then you have to start again from the beginning. Like, look, that's why you cannot risk it. If you go back here and you're at 10K, right, which is all the way here, and you go 10K to 20K, you feel good. But if you lose your 10K, oh, now you got to work, save money all over again until you get back there. That's going to be depressing. So you can't lose it. And that's why you don't want to go too fast. Okay? You want to go at a rate where you don't lose. That's why this channel is all about 100x without losing money. Because a lot of times people try to go too fast and they lose. And now they're not compounding anymore. So the rule is you don't sell. If you didn't sell at the top, you don't sell right now. You're supposed to hold your Bitcoin, your Ethereum, even your altcoins. Hold them. Okay? Let me read that first. Okay. But if someone has software, can I get others? Well, your words should not be on a computer, right? Randomized by a software. Oh, you mean like like a wallet? You mean? I mean, if usually, right? If you buy a cold wallet, the 12 passwords. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of wallet that are right now they're having the passphrase online. Technically, it's not 100% safe. Hackers, if they had access to your computer, they could do it. I mean, the odds are smaller. That's why you should use some exchange and use. Now they have encryption keys or cold wallets, like that you can buy. Okay. So. Well, buy and hold is one way. We'll talk about that. Let's go to 5 ways to speed up your plan. By the way, is this making sense so far, guys? I know this is not rocket science, okay? But I want to make sure that those people who follow my channel, at least you can go follow other people and try to make it really quick. But if you lost your money already, why you keep doing that? I refuse to lose money, okay? And Warren Buffett said, rule number 1, don't lose money. Rule number 2, go back to rule number 1. So, I mean, if you're not going to listen to me, at least listen to Warren Buffett. Okay. So let's keep going. 5 ways. Now, you may not be happy with the speed. You want to go faster. There's ways to go faster, but you definitely don't want to do it the wrong way. First, invest in altcoins and Ethereum. Okay. That's one way to go faster. But do not invest in cheap-ass coins that somebody told you a tip. Right now, I'm recommending people to invest in the ADA coin, right? And the ADA coin is doing very, very well, in case you didn't know. I want to show you that after, okay? Yeah, ADA coin is doing very, very well. And many of you are asking me all the time, what do I invest in? Well, ADA coin is doing very well right here. Look at that. It's grew 3.6% while almost everything is like doing bad. So right now, the coin that you can invest in, if you're asking me, is ADA, okay? Cardano, yeah? So you invest in a coin like that, it's good. And I have a good portion of my portfolio in this right now, and I'm gonna keep it there. So, but you don't need to always invest in Bitcoin. That's one way. So that's why you follow this channel. Make sure you subscribe, put the notifications on, and come back so that when I make suggestions, they will be good. Now, I want to talk about where my knowledge comes from. I'm a big believer in getting opinions from many people. So I invest a lot of money into other coach and like education and members and software and all that. I buy it all. So I have all the best knowledge. That's why you follow my channel, so that I'm getting the opinion from, let's say, the top 10 best crypto experts in the world. I get that knowledge and I share with you through my channel. That's why you want to subscribe and follow me and make sure you put the notifications on, okay? So that I can give you that. And right now, ADA is hot, okay? And that's why it's not going down as much if you compare with Ethereum. Really down right now. That's going back up, so we'll see. Okay, let's go back to what I'm sharing. Yeah, ADA, okay? Don't ask me about other coins. They're not doing as well. ADA is the one that is the best right now, okay? Number 2, leverage during super good news. You can see when Elon Musk, there was a 22%. Don't 10x your leverage, ever, okay? Don't leverage. You know, like, I know many of you I saw in the Telegram group talking about like leverage. You have to do the maths, okay? And if you go to, I will leave a description after on what I recommend. Bybit is probably one of the best software if you're gonna like leverage. And don't leverage your entire portfolio, okay? Leverage a portion of it that you're willing to do that, and only do that during good news. So for example, right, you could have 5x when you found out the news about Elon Musk, and don't be greedy. Like when you start seeing it going down, sell, okay? The problem that I have with people is that they're too greedy. They wait, it's gonna go up. Like 22% is not enough for you, then you're crazy. And I don't want to coach you. If you think 22%, that's not enough for you in one day, like you're crazy. Like I don't want to coach you. What the hell's the matter with you? You know, as soon as it started going down, sell. You leverage 5x on what you had. Don't 10x. 10x, you're 10%, you're dead. Why would you do that? Like I wouldn't even 5x. I'd probably 3x, you know? So the point is, guys, you don't want to leverage too much. It's rare. So you could, but make sure you got super good news. Okay, on super good news, that's a word, super, like, okay, Elon Musk buying, foop, right? Good. Don't keep it. It's went up, but you don't know it's going down. You're going to be liquidated, okay? Buy the dip. Buy the dip. We'll go back to that after, okay? If you go on the next slide, we're in a bull market, 40%. Sell when it's at the top. When it starts to go down, sell. Buy it again. Okay, 36%, sell before it goes down, and buy at the dip, buy at the dip, buy at the dip, buy at the dip. This will help you to, if you do this very well, I don't want to generalize or anything like that, but do you realize that, let's say that Michael Saylor is right, and we do 200% a year with the dip, that you sell before it dips, do you realize that you could do 5x if you just sell at the dip? Because during 2021, how many times do you think there will be a correction like we're having right now? And if you don't understand that, I mean, there's a lot I could say about that. So continue to follow this channel. I will definitely share with you like how to do this. But do you understand, like, one of the best ways that you can be rich is sell before the dip and buy more, right? Buy low, sell high. Buy low, sell high. But let me tell you something. You're not trading every week here. Okay, because you do that, that's a disaster. You're trading, maybe you buy once every 3 months, you sell once every 3 months, because it's gonna crash, you know, not crash, it's gonna correct, not that often, right? But there's a lot of correction here, you can see, right? In late 2016, then the beginning of 2017, and then in March, and then later in June, and then July. So there's a lot of like correction. This is good, because you can get better returns than what the average is. Doesn't matter how much money you have. You guys keep saying that. Start with 50, you turn that into 100, right? Okay, it doesn't, you don't change the laws. Like, just because you have $50 to your name, it's not like you're going to take more risk than the guy who's got 50 billion. You follow the rules. Like, part of the problem I have with some of you who follow my like channel is that you keep telling me the story. I don't have a lot of money. It doesn't matter how much money you have. Get the mindset right now, because it's a lot easier to do it with $50 compared to 100,000 and a million and 10 million. Okay, as the numbers get bigger, you got to build the muscle now with $50 to turn into $100. If you can turn $50 into $100, one day you'll be able to turn $1 million into $2 million. So you decide whether you keep your store. I don't have any money. Listen, everybody can find $100. Everybody, okay? If you're committed enough, then start with 100, turn in 200, and follow this channel to learn more how to do that, okay? So there's no excuses in my book, guys. I'm not looking for people who make excuses here. I'm looking for people who are willing to do whatever it takes. And according to all your comment, when I ask you, how committed are you? Everybody says 10. I'm so committed. I'm willing to do whatever it takes, except invest $50 in 100. Don't think that $50 is small. $50 is $50. Whatever you have, be grateful for what you have. You have $10, be grateful. You have 10 million, be grateful for that. Have an attitude of gratitude no matter what you have. Go work, make money, save 50% of your income. John Templeton, a billionaire, said that. One of the reason I became a very rich man is very early on, I learned the concept that millionaires and billionaires save a lot of money. So the rule is save 50% of your income. So the problem with a lot of people, their lifestyle adapts to their income. The higher their income gets, they get the cars, they get the clothes, they get the Gucci, they get the travel. They spend according to what they make. That's not how it works. Save 50% of your income and invest it into cryptocurrency, following the strategies we're teaching you from this channel. That will make your plan much faster, okay? Okay, so I understand not everybody can do that. If you can only save 10%, start with that, but set a goal that you're gonna save 50% of what you make. Well, that's right, that's correct, but the rules are the same. You understand? The rules are the same. But a lot of time, what I'm saying is people think it's not a lot of money. I only have 1,000, so they treat 1,000 like it's nothing. If you treated 1,000 like it's 1,000,000, you would be more careful about losing that 1,000. You wouldn't take unnecessary risk. Do you know how it feels to have 1,000,000? You don't want to lose that. Okay, $1,000,000 is a lot of money. You'll be more careful. But so to protect yourself, to not lose money, you have to learn how to trade. You have to not sell low. You don't buy high and like sell low. That would be stupid, right? So, but people who like are too eager, too hungry, they're trying to make money too fast. They buy risky altcoins. They leverage too much. I'm saying don't do that. It's not necessary. The law of compounding is the way you get rich, not by leveraging. Christ, you guys are being taught the wrong thing here. How many of you agree with me? I don't know. You don't have to. I'm just telling you what I do. So put a 5 if you agree with me. You got to use the law of compounding, not friggin' leverage. I can't emphasize this enough, guys. Right? Like if I can't get that through your head, shit, I'm not the right coach for you guys. Go watch some other channel. I'm sorry. Because I just, like, you have to think long term. You're not going to be a millionaire if you're trying to make money too fast. Right? Bitcoin is great. You can make like money fast, but not too fast. And there certainly is such a thing as taking too much risk and losing your money, which many of you have done. Okay? I'm just telling you what I believe. Okay? Yes. So, but even then, be careful about that. Yes. I understand what you're saying. Yes. There's a lot I could say about that. I won't go there right now. But yeah. Look, it's just like from the beginning, make sure it's not about a target and a stop loss. I think it's too simple to think like that. You know, like you're not, okay, all I got to do to be a millionaire is put a target and a stop loss. That's bullshit. And you know that's bullshit. You need to think compounding. You need to have a plan. You need to see the vision that if you protect your wealth, if you multiply without losing, eventually 10,000 into 20, 20 into 40, 40 into 80, 80 into 160, 160 into 320, 320 into 600, 720, whatever it is. I'm getting lost with the maths here. But until you get a like $1 million, you got to see the law of compounding working in your favor. There is no more, there's the biggest secret, okay? So don't think that target and stop loss is going to be the way, because I'll tell you something. A lot of times you put your stop loss, it gets activated, and tell me if I'm wrong, because we have a lot of people like watching this, and you guys are not idiots. You guys are smart. But how many of you know what I'm talking about? You put a stop loss get done, you sell what you have, and then it keeps going up. Anybody experience this? And then you're like, shit, why put the stop loss? Right? And I know some clever guy's going to say, well, put the stop loss lower. But listen, sometimes that gets activated too, but sometimes it's way too close. So I don't put stop loss depending on what's going on. I do put stop loss, but there's a right time to put the stop loss and there's a wrong time to put it, right? $100? Well, okay, I started with 1,000, but I think $100 is still the same rule. So let me answer that, right? Because that's a good question. So as I say, let's say you have 1,000. How can we turn that? Well, you could put your $100 there. So I started at 1,000. Within 3 months, potentially, I know these numbers are not, maybe they're not 100% right, but I want to give you an idea that if you play the game perfectly during a bull market and you got in early, this is possible. Okay. You could turn 1,000 into 2, 6 months, 2,000 into 4, 4 into 8 within 9 months, 8 into 16 within 12 months, if you didn't lose money, which requires you don't make stupid decisions, okay? Then from 1 year and 3 months, you're at 32. 1 year and 6 months at 64, right? You can see where this is going. The law of compounding, guys. 64 into 128,000 within a year and 9 months. 2 years, 256,000. 2 year and 3 months, 512,000. See how easy it is to go from 500 to 1 million? When you start with 2,000, it seems very hard. But when you're at 512,000, getting to a million is easy. Yeah, can you guys see that? Right? So I don't care you're starting with 100. It's just going to take you longer. And it's hard. It's harder for you because you haven't felt what it's like to go from, like, I don't know, like what's a lot of money to you? Maybe for you, 16,000 is a lot of money, or maybe 100,000. But when you go, let's say you go from 128,000 to 256,000, you'll be very happy. You'll be feeling ecstatic. It's like, wow, this is awesome. Oh, life is great, right? You'll be like in a beautiful state, just like so awesome, right? But you see, so that's the law of compounding. When the numbers get bigger, you feel a beautiful state, okay? Does that make sense? Right? So when you got small numbers, you're a bit disappointed because it's so slow. You want it faster, but don't try to go too fast. Enjoy the process as best you can. Right? So it's the same thing here, right? How do I turn $100 into 1 million? Yeah. What the crash? We're going to explain that. I can explain that to you after. Yes, I understand that. So I can answer that. Okay. That's why you follow this channel, so you don't have a crash. If you're watching this channel, I predicted the correction. This correction is not a crash. Don't get confused. Okay. Many of you know what I'm talking about, right? But let's go back to this. It's the same idea that if every 3 months, right? Like all I'm saying is that Michael Saylor doesn't sell before the dip or buys in the dip. Okay, he did actually. I wouldn't say that because he just bought what, 1 billion, right, during the dip at 52,000, right? So I wouldn't say he didn't buy in the dip, but now that he's got how many billions? 3, right? 3.5, I think. He's not selling before the dip and buying it again. But you guys can do that because you're not trading with billions. Okay, so yeah. And eventually, well, 1 into 2, you see, like you just made, can you imagine making $1 million in 3 months? How would you feel? Seems impossible, right? But come on. Michael Saylor, he just made a lot of, like, hundreds and hundreds of million in a few months, right? Like you guys have to see, like when the numbers get bigger, it's mind-boggling, like how fast, like I never imagined making so much money fast because I couldn't see what I'm telling you now. No one explained to me clear enough, but it's all about getting to the bigger numbers. It's all about the law of compounding. I hope you're excited because if you're not excited about that, as I say, right? Well, that's what is swing trading. Is just that you don't swing, you don't trade every week. You trade every 3 months. You trade before a big correction. Some of you are trading too much and you're missing out. You're taking a bite of a big mountain, but you're not taking the whole mountain. I will explain more after, okay? Don't swing trade, guys. You can take a small percentage of your portfolio when it's bigger and do some trading for fun. Okay, I do that. I do like daily or swing, not right now because it's going down. Are you crazy? I wouldn't do it that because if it crashed, then you lose. So you do it in a bull market. You can do like day trading or swing trading in a bull like market, right? How can I lose? I don't get it, sir. Well, keep learning. Keep learning. So somebody's excited here. Somebody gets it. If you don't get the law of compounding, then you're not going to be a billionaire. Sorry to tell you. Like what I just taught you right here, guys, this is the secret, okay? The easiest way to make money is have your money work for you. When the numbers are big enough, you know, life is easy, trust me, okay? Okay, so let's talk about that, right? I'm not going to teach you everything you need to know in one live. That's why you subscribe to my channel. But here's the answer to that, right? First of all, this is the buy stage in the green zone. People who are pros trading are bought here. Okay, but you need to have the right software to be able to see this. This is where we are right now. Okay, so a big crash will come eventually. So this green part, that's the bottom. That's where you should have bought, right? And then you write it up. Okay, but then there's a correction twice, right? Here, and then it went up, another correction as well. So, but when there's a crash, when there's a bear market, it reaches the top here. Can you see that? So I will let you know if you subscribe to my channel when that happens, but it's not happening right now. Right now, we are right here. So there's a lot more room for the Bitcoin to grow. That's why I'm relaxed. I'm not like, oh my God, the Bitcoin's going to crash. We should all just sell our Bitcoin and sell it to the billionaires who are buying like crazy right now. No, I wouldn't do that because I understand that we are very early in the bull market. Yes, so that's the difference, right? He's asking, what's the difference? Well, if you look here, right? I don't know if you can see my mouse, but it's moving, going up, poof, it drops 28%, whatever it was. That's a correction, okay? Then it goes up, 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 poof, it drops, a correction, okay? That's a correction. So you're going to see about another 3 of those before the bull market is over. This is a crash. When it touches, you need to have the software. This is called the euphoria stage, right? So when it reaches the top of this pinkish, reddish part here, in between, it's either in a bear market or bull. So this is bull going up, this is bear going down, right? So when it reaches the top here, you're more at risk. So the way you have to watch the daily and the weekly charts. When it starts going down at the top, then you have to sell quick. It's not going to crash in 1 hour. Go to the bottom. It'll never do that. It's take time to go down. So you have a lot of time to sell before it crashes. But if you don't understand this, then and you hold it at the wrong time. I'm holding it now because we're not in this reddish zone. It doesn't matter. Okay. Let's see. If I bought the deep and reaches the top instead of just selling and take profit. Okay, that's a good question. Well, in a bear market, you can short it. It's the same thing, but it does require a little bit more skill. But the principle are the same. You're making money when it goes up, and you're making money when it goes down. But you will not want to short in a bull market. That's stupid. Like, I hope you guys are not doing that. You know, like you could be very, like the market is not friendly for people who do that. You got to be very careful, you know? So you want to short when you're, again, it's the same thing. The stop loss is just different. Like if it goes up, then you sell. You have to set all those things. It does require a little bit more skills to short. You learned that from your trading. Yeah, the market is not so friendly, okay, guys? You guys can lose a lot of money if you don't know what you're doing. Well, you can buy now, okay? Like I'm telling everybody to buy now because look, if you go back, right? This is where we are right now. And it's the bottom of the correction. Now, I don't know it's the bottom. It could go down further. I could share with you guys if you want. But I'm buying ADA right now mainly. But let's go to the Bitcoin because everything follows the Bitcoin, right? So let's go into the one day view. And let's see. So you have to have these scripts, which many of you don't have. But anyway, that's why. Oops, what do I got here? Bitcoin Theater. Okay. So you could go to the, but you could do this, okay? Let me show you something. If we go to the MA, moving average, okay, 20 and 50, right? Let's use this one. Then it will let you know where we're at right now, right? Let's zoom out here a little bit. There we go. So this is the green line is the 50. The green line is the 20 moving average. So we broke through that, right? So now we went to pretty much the same bottom and we bounce back. Let's use I use daily because it makes more sense, but it's possible that we go all the way down to the 50 moving average, which is about 41,000 or something. It goes up every day, like a little bit more as time goes by, but we have not touched it. So far, there's a strong support level that I see anyway at the bottom here. Hold on, because this is one of those new Macs, and I can't use the software, so it's have a lot of problem with. Yeah, so this is a strong support level right here. You can see when it first dropped, bounce back, then went all the way up. Now it went here and it bounced back. But the worst case, in my opinion, okay, is it goes to the 41,000. So I started buying now. I'm buying every day, so I buy a little bit more every day, right? So I'll buy again tomorrow, regardless of what the price is. So you don't need to buy everything in one day. Buy every day. So if it goes down, I'll have more money to buy here, right? So if we don't know it's going to go down. So when I'm coaching my group, I'm telling them that, hey, listen, there's no guarantee it's going to hit the 40K to 41K. None. Yeah. Does that make sense? Yeah. Buy now. Buy a little bit every day while we're into this like correction. Don't wait. See, a lot of people, they don't know what they're doing. So here's before I answer the next question, here's what like people do. Okay, if we go back here, so we go to the previous crash, right? Which is very similar. The previous correction, which was not that long ago, and that one lasted 18 days. So most people like, oh my God, it's like crashing, and it's just a normal, healthy correction, and they don't buy here. They don't buy at the 30K like level. They should buy at the 30K, but they don't. They wait until it's like, oh, okay, the Bitcoin is good again, right? And then they buy here, right? But now it goes down. And now if they're smart, they don't sell it. They wait until the next peak, because what's going to happen after that, most probably, right, is if it bounce back, we're going to go to a new high, and then it might be another like correction. I'm not sure if it's going to be 70K, 60K. We don't know. We have to look at that again. The more data that I have, the more accurate it's going to be. But that's kind of what it does. So if you don't buy now, when the hell do you plan to buy? Why did Michael Saylor buy now, you think? So something for you to think about. Well, you have to look at the signs, right? Like there is a lot to learn here about, when to buy, when to sell, right? So I think the best thing you can do right now, make sure you subscribe to my channel and press every notifications. But there's a lot that you need to learn as a trader. You're not going to learn everything. But yes, I almost sold at 52K. Yeah, please don't do that. Wait, okay? Wait it. But basically, it really depends on a lot of things like news and, it was overpriced. It was overbought, right? So to answer his question, right? So when it's overbought, let's use this. So there's indicators that let us know when a asset is oversold or overbought, okay? So to learn what that is, you have to learn about indicators, right? But a lot of people, they don't understand how all that works. So that is part of the problem. So let me show you if I can here. Oops. So there's an indicator that you can use to see that. And I will show you one of them, which is RSI. So let me just go down here. So, but that one you should go like in a 4-hour view to see an ideal. So you see, like if it's at the top, it passes this kind of purple thing and it goes on top. But this happens a lot with Bitcoin. But usually when it's on the top here, you probably could expect to see it crash here, then it went back up. But this time it went all the way up. And you have to measure from here to there how much growth. There's a lot of ways to tell if a correction is like coming, but that's one of them. Now when it reaches the bottom, it's oversold, so people start to buy, and then they went down here again. So you can see, like, if you look back, right, every time it reached too high, there will be a crash. Every time it goes too low, people start buying and it goes up. And when it goes to the bottom, people start buying, it goes up. So these are examples of indicators that you can have so that you know exit or entry point, let's call it that. But that's not the only one. Please do not use this one indicator and call yourself an expert. You have to learn many indicators so you don't make mistakes, because making mistakes could cost you a lot of money. Does that make sense? Okay. Keep watching the channel. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of indicators that you can use. Some are better than others. So the premium one, you have to pay for them. Okay, like the one that, like, I pay for some of them, and it's a good investment. But if you follow this, like, to me, the best one I want to look at is there's a lot, but the best one that I want to look at is the big picture first. I want to know that I'm not buying at the wrong time or selling at the wrong time. And because if you're in doubt, zoom out. That's an old saying in, like, trading, right? Discord, I don't know what you're talking about. Can you explain that a bit more? What do you mean by Discord server? Appreciate the server. Please don't speak English. Okay, no problem. You're welcome. I hope you guys make money. Keep following the channel. So one of the most two important questions, right, in buying cryptocurrency is, what do I buy? How do I know when to buy it, which is right now? Okay, and even if it goes to the 41K, just buy more. So don't buy everything tonight. You could buy a little bit tonight. If you don't have huge capital, you could put it all like tonight. Don't trade because there's too much high fees, right? And so buy in. If it goes down, hold it. Be patient. It will go back up, and then we can make money, right? I second Discord. So I don't know what a second Discord server is. Discord is a chat app. Okay, I will look into it. I mean, I'm not the most technical person. I have some skills, obviously, but I will look into what a Discord server chat app is. Okay, I will look into that. Yeah, social platform. Well, we do. We have the Telegram channel as a chat. So I don't want to have too many things, you know. I see a lot of other channels, they have this and this. I'm like, what the hell? But for me, like 3 is like enough. I have Twitter, I have Telegram, and I have like YouTube, and I have a Facebook, but I hate Facebook. I love YouTube. Okay. Yeah, great. Okay, I'll look into it. I don't promise it because I'm using Telegram, and many of you are already in like Telegram. So yeah, I said at the end I would put the link there. So now I'm going to do that right now if I can. So how do I share? Add members, invite, share link. Okay, copy link. Okay, I'm going to put in a comment the Telegram link that we have, but I have to go to the channel. And yeah, so I guess I have to log in. Okay, I'm online. I'm going to put a comment, you guys. Okay, did you guys enjoy it tonight? Please smash the like button if you did. Okay. So I'm just putting the link for you guys. Okay, Dave says Telegram is better. So I just put the link, and I will, I believe I can pin that as well. So I put the link and I pinned it for you So you can join. And I'll put it, if you're watching the replay of this live, then I will put it in the description as well after. Okay, I will put the description. Okay, yeah. So this is the link to join the Telegram group. Please join. All right. And then we have an interesting conversation there. And right now is a good amount of people to get free coaching. And when you get too many people, we might change the rules. But right now you can get your questions answered, which is good, right? Okay. Okay, great, guys. So that's it that I have to share for you guys. Once again, keep coming back. And if you're not subscribed to our channel yet, guys, please remember to subscribe, put the notifications. And don't forget that, again, we are going to have a next giveaway, $60. So make sure you set your reminder on, set reminder, yeah. So that you don't show up late, because once it's done, that one's going to be a little bit different. That one we're going to have first prize, second prize, third prize. Okay, so first prize is going to be 60 and so on. Okay, all right, guys, that's it for tonight. Hope you live in a beautiful state. I'll see you guys in the next live. Yeah, okay, great. All right, guys, live in a beautiful state as always. Bye for now. See you. I'll try to make one a day. Okay, I'll try to come back once a day for you guys. Okay, see you tomorrow. Bye for now. Thank you. Great. See you guys. See ya.